What's up, homies? It's Randy for Seems Good Magic, drafting a Swiss-style Avacyn Restored draft. And what do we want? Killing Wave, I'm not excited about. I think I just want the Latch Seeker. Lots of red in here. I'm just not in the mood to draft black. Vampire is a pretty solid card, but I'll want an evasive Latch Seeker, I think. There's good black in the pack. Could actually table a mediocre card. But we might table a blue mediocre card. So let's go for that route. Snatch up that Latch Seeker. And now we have a choice between cutting blue with a very good card in Ring Crafter. More black that I don't want. Could take a Banishing Stroke, which stretches us into white, which is a decent card, but I think I just want the creature. And another option to cut blue. Use Spirit's fine, but it gives me no emotions. So I'm just going to take the Wingcrafter here. Could be wrong, but I feel like I just don't want removal. And I'll just try to cut blue. Now we're on our way. Griff Vanguard, pretty solid card. This card's pretty good too. Croon Striker, very good in the red strat. Good trick. Lightning Prowess, better than I initially anticipated. But we'll continue taking blue cards. It slows down a little bit. We could jump into blue-red with the Vampire. It's probably the most powerful card in the pack. The other option is take a mass components, stick with blue, which is looking pretty good. Alchemist is kind of a meh, whatever card. So I think I'll just take the draw spell. Vampire's really... it's tempting, but we're passing some pretty good red, so let's just keep taking blue. And now we have an option. This is a pretty late Timberland guide. I do like green. This pack's actually pretty good. Angel's Tomb is pretty good in blue if you draft a lot of Peel from Realities and whatnot. Shieldmate also pretty good, especially with Latch Seeker. Drake, I haven't made up my mind yet. We are looking to be pretty aggressive. Timberland Guide is looking real tempting. It's good with Latch Seeker. It shuts off a lot of the one toughness removal spells like Ghoul Flesh and Guys of Fire. And it's pretty late. Angel's Tomb is also very good. I think I'll just stick with Tomb. There's Smuggler. That's nice. That helps with Tomb as well. And Smuggler is one of the keys for Blink strategy. We already have nice synergy with the Vanguard. Can reset our Soul Bond, which is kind of a secondary benefit. But drawing a card every turn is pretty solid. And here we can just take another blue card. Not a whole lot of white came our way, which is a little disappointing. But Spectral Prison, it's fine. Ghostly Flicker might have a little more synergy with the Angel's Tomb. But I think it's pretty expensive for what it does for you. If we had a Mist Raven or more effects, I think I just want the Spectral Prison. It's a form of weaker removal, but in a race scenario it can become pretty nice. I'm questioning my Angel's Tomb pick. May have one of Timberland Guide, although not a whole lot else is coming our way. And I think I just want the Geist Snatch here. More blue. Profit's a little late, but we can live without it. We'll see how cutting all blue cards and then opening up bomb rare for pack 2. That'll give our secondary color, I'm hoping. And I think I just hopefully can stay away from red. I think that was the cards that we passed the most value from. And we tabled our mediocre blue card. So let's grab that. I'm hoping we did enough to shut off blue. And we can get some really good blue picks in pack 2. Bladed Bracers or Rot Crown Ghoul. I think we're just better off taking a creature. Even one as mediocre as this. Bracers is pretty decent. But I'd like to have at least 5 creatures per pack, even if they are bad. This guy's not terrible. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I've ever drafted such heavy blue from pack 1. Trying more drafting strategies. Trying to figure out how I can draft this set more effectively. Oh, that's a good sign. I don't mind tabling a Alchemist. That's not bad at all. Sure. So I guess we're doing reasonably okay. Vanguard, Seeker, Wingcrafter, Smuggler, all decent picks. No real powerhouse cards. Maybe Scab does something for us. Well, well, well. A Moon Silver Spear. Don't mind if I do. Druid's Familiar. Into the Void. I'd probably, if Spear wasn't here, I'd be hard pressed to. I'd probably take Druid's Familiar. Especially if I took that Timberland guide, which I think I am regretting. I think that was a wrong pick to take the Tomb over the guide. But at any rate, we're taking Spear here. And looking for low drop creatures. Could take Barter and Blood. Could take a Vanishment, but we just want a low drop creature. And Alchemist Apprentice is fine. It's a spear target. Vanishment's very good. I think we can live without it. We should be able to pick up some peel from realities. We get that's weird. Same print run as our first pack. I suppose we can take Mentor. It's not really doing much for us though. I kind of want to get into white just because I like it so much. Really, I just want something low. Some 2-drop in another color that get us excited about another color. Demonic Taskmaster. It's tempting. But I guess we'll take Stern Mentor. I don't know what this deck's trying to do yet. Looks like it wants to dirtle around and get a spear. Stern Mentor's not going to do a whole lot for us, but keep taking blue things. I guess we'll take another Smuggler. There's our Peel. Kind of needed at this point. Not getting a whole lot of come into play effects. May want to pick up Voice of the Provinces just to spam 1/1 soldiers for 4 mana, which doesn't sound sweet. So I'm unsure of which direction we want to do. We're definitely trying to blink. We just don't have any real good blink targets as of yet. Take a Flicker. Yeah, we're a little short on win cons. Well, there's a good one. Fettergeist is perfect here. And it makes me feel like we did something right with cutting Blue Pack 1. This guy is definitely first pickable. And I'm thrilled to pick him up. And here I think I'm going to take the Shield Mate. I have not been impressed with favorable wins. I think it's better just to have creatures. More creatures the better. And landing Shield Mate on a Latch Seeker or Smuggler if we have some type of dynamic set up with him could be pretty good. Could have a sub mill theme going on in the form of 2 cards. Not something to bank on, but plan B. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go mono blue. Maybe we'll break the format. And tabled the Vanishment. That's really great. Spectral Great Guards is a card I would like to pick, but Vanishment's very good, and I'm happy to take a late quality removal spell like Vanishment. Pairs very nice with our Geist Snatch and our Peel. This could be a pretty solid card for us. Nothing too exciting. I think I'll just take the cantrip that could potentially gain us life. And it's a good blink target with Ghostly Flicker if we do end up getting a little white in here. I like blue-white blink. I think it's decent. Ghost form, I don't see myself ever playing this card. So we'll just deny someone a Necrobite. Sheltering Ward. I think that could be a little bigger of an annoyance. Take another Spectral Prison or a Rot Crown Ghoul. Yeah, I'll just get the critter. Improve our mill strat. Yeah, we have some pretty decently defensive 3-drops. Well, nothing that makes me really want to jump into another color. Gloom Widow's pretty decent. Do we want a Shield Mate? I think we want the Shield Mate over the Drake. I think this has a higher probability of tabling. I'd be happy with getting the Drake or the Braces to table. Marrowbats is very good. Gloom Widow's pretty solid. Didn't hit the rare that we were hoping for. Shield Mate isn't incredible, but we'll take it all the same. And we can take an early Wingcrafter, but I think Griff Vanguard is going to be a little more solid, especially with our 2 smugglers. I'm a little concerned about our early defensive game. We don't have too much in it. So we could get blown out by an aggressive red-white deck. But all the same, I'm taking a Vanguard. A Fettergeist, that's very good. Helps with early defense. There's a hell of a good red-white deck going around. Golden Knight Commander is very tempting here. But Fettergeist is a quality beater. And Latch Seeker. Ooh. My favorite mythic. I swear this is a higher print percentage than any other mythic in the set. I think Latch Seeker is a little too good to pass up. I would like an Alchemist's Apprentice. But this guy is one of the quality win cons in blue. And Geist Trappers looks tempting. Yeah, I think I just want that. Could splash a Thunderbolt. But I don't think Flyers is going to be that much of a concern for us, so I'll just take the Geist Trapper. It's probably the best card against us, and of all those cards in that pack, it's probably the only one that's worth a splash. Yeah, sort of wish I had that Timberland guide. There's our Mist Raven. The heavy blue cut paid off. There's no way I can pass that. One of the cornerstones of every blue deck in the world of Avacyn Restored. Yeah, if you don't have a Mist Raven in your deck, you probably don't have a good blue deck. Hmm. Two Vanguards already. Maybe we just want another Stern Mentor to increase our mill strat. I think that's what I'm going to go for here. Definitely going mono blue at this point. Spectral Prison is reasonable. We don't have a whole lot going on early game. Griff Vanguard's probably a little better too. But I've always wanted to do mill. And as much as Dreadwaters fits the mill, Crippling Chill's a little too good to pass up. I feel like the set's got a pretty high percentage of variance, so maybe mono is actually a reasonable strat. Cut both directions. Try to get everyone out of your color, and then you get, fifth pick Mist Ravens and your wheeling Wingcrafters. So Scroll not making it. Guy Snatch, that's pretty good. Scab, not gonna do it. I'm not sure what I want to cut yet. I like Fleeting. I think we'll just go for more towards Bounce. Angel's Tomb, probably not gonna do it. Drake. Flicker, not that good when our Tomb is gone. Smuggler should be enough to get our value from our Mist Ravens and Griff Vanguards. Take a shield. Decent sideboard tech. So our deck looks to be pretty slow. Probably just play one shield mate. It's a question of how deep we want to take the mill. I like Fleeting. I like the cantrip tricks. Well, drafting this mono blue deck, I've noticed that their blue is pretty lacking on 2-drops. So in the future, I think green, they have a pretty good selection of 2-drops. White also does. Wingcrafter might be a little unnecessary for us. Yeah, let's just throw everything in there. Except the Scab. Spear. I think we can live without the Ghostly Flicker. So being a monocolor, I think 16 lands is entirely doable. So cutting the mill package might be the way to go. They're generally just weak creatures. And I think we would want some better defensive 2-drops to really get that mill online. Where we want to be more of a tempo deck, like most decks in this set. winning enough Latch Seekers and Flyers as we bounce things and tap them down, lock them down. So we have 3 bounce effects. So I think 1 snatch will be plenty. And that brings us down to 24. Lots of Flyers. Yeah, this could work. Angel's Tomb is an option, but if we were running that, I'd want to run the Flicker, so it could be a defensive card as well as aggressive. It could still be pretty defensive with Smuggler. I don't know if we'd want to really bank on that, though. Smuggler is pretty good. You can, do the whole block and blink trick. Yeah, let's just try this out. Spectral Prism might be a little weak, but we're a little weak on early drops, so tapping down even their 2-drop would be pretty reasonable. So let's try this out. Mono Blue. How about it? I'll see you for round 1.